Yo, what's good, YouTube? Here's another video for y'all. This one is a little different. Normally, my other past videos have been on Squadron, but with the anime expeditions coming out, I'm going to be giving y'all a quick little beginner's guide, everything you really need to know, where everything's located, and what you should probably look for early game. So first things first, when you spawn in, come right over here. Claim your group rewards from the bounty hunter. Gives you some gems and stuff. Pretty nice. Here's your level milestones as well. Uh, Claim these, you'll get gems, trait crystals. The classic jazz. You have the UI, so events. You have event quests. These are like the beginner quests, for each story. You also have a release calendar. You can get free rewards. The True Love event, which ends on update 1. So, we still have time, quite a bit of time to get that. I'll probably end up grinding that later. It's going to tell you to come here. That's really just going to be showing you what I just showed you. You also have regular quests. So, all quests. You have daily quests, weekly quests, and, unit quests. This is how you get the materials for that unit, like unit specific materials to evolve them. I'll show y'all that in a second. We'll just kind of move through here. Guilds, you can create a guild once you're level 20, so you'll just come over here. I'm probably going to be creating a guild. I just gotta think of a name and stuff, so if y'all want to join the guild, I'll make a video on that one as well once I have a guild made. I just gotta get some of my friends on. Over there they haven't added nothing. There's where leaderboards are located. You can see a lot of your stuff right here. Profile shows you, you can put units on here. They have titles, banners, things like that you get for just completing quests and certain achievements. Now here's where you get into a lot of this stuff. So you have crafting. Here's where you'll craft like, these orbs, and with these orbs and stuff like that, what you want to do, you'll use those to evolve your units. So for example, hollow, right? If I get 10 red orbs, 10 green orbs, elixir of life, rainbow, I can evolve him into a hollow blaze. And when you evolve a unit, what it does is, one, it gives you more passives, more stuff they can do, which you can also check by coming over here and look. This is his passive on the first one. Now he gets, more stuff, and it gives him more upgrades. That way he's way stronger. And also, if you look down here, it puts each of their stat rankings up 1. So try to go, if you don't have triple S already, go for like double S. Here's your stat potential. You can re-roll stats normally, and just like how you do in most games, or you can transfer stats. So you can choose one unit and transfer that unit stats, and it will change. I don't really want to do that right now. And ascensions. So for ascensions, right, you need 3 of the same units, and what that does, and then obviously you need to have those orbs, and I'll tell you how to get them in a second. But yeah, what ascension does, right, if you hover a unit, it actually will tell you. Each ascension gives it a damage multiplier, so, or a slight damage multiplier, so in range and stuff like that. So the more you send, the stronger unit. You do have gear you can equip in here. I haven't been farming gear yet, so I don't know too much on it. Traits. I have traits. You can see the index here. They do have a pity system. Best trait for your money farms is investor. Best trait in the game right now is unbound, but it's a single placement. So just remember that. Try to get it on probably like secret units who are you can also transfer shinies, by the way. But that's pretty self-explanatory. Now I'm going to be explaining, some of the stuff. So how to get these orbs in this game. If you don't know how to get something, you can also just click on it. It says view obtainment method. So they have challenges. You just click play. You can go do challenges, and right here they'll have your regular challenge, which refreshes every 30 minutes, as well as banner, and then you have daily challenge. And then you have weekly challenge as well. So these are the challenges that you can get, the orb stuff, but you'll mainly do the regular challenge. You can only do 10 a day. You have expeditions and raids. Haven't got into raids, but raids are how you get this secret unit and this legendary unit Ichigo, which he can be evolved, I'm pretty sure. So those are the main things, like, now you can also come up here. This is where you can buy stuff. So gold shop, you can buy food, you can buy some of these gray spirit balls. And with the gray ones, I don't have any right now. I could have bought some to show y'all, but the gray ones, you can turn these gray ones into any one of these. It costs 5 gray ones for 1 red, or one of any color. And you can get gray orbs specifically by doing the mastery for the story. So like for here, for example, if I do mastery, these are the awards you can get. These are unit equipment. So these are specific unit equipment. So this is for the salmon sorcerer. This is for the cursed student, aka Yuta, which is the one I'm trying to get, because as you can see I have Yuta. But so what that means is, right here you see how I have a unit equipment slot. That means I would equip that specific thing. See, I can't equip that one because it's for salmon sorcerer. But then you have just regular equipment slot, which you can get as well. Then over here you have your index. Make sure you're claiming your index as well. Just a quick little way to get trade crystals, gems, things like that. And over here, if you want to test your unit, you can just place them. So here's what Awakened Yuta does, fully maxed out. He shoots a beam, as well as he has like he also does bleed. Yep, he does bleed, as you can see. So he's a bleed unit. He's pretty good. You have Gabimaru. I don't have him awakened, but he has a specific burn. It's like, it's not. Oh, there it is. Add the Astral Flame. So there that is. But back to like the main stuff. Summon. So what you want to look for when you're summoning, right off bat, obviously you want to hope you can get a mythic. So for like for shield units, right? So there's units with shields that you have to break. Lady Giant is really good. Gabumar is really good because you can see, but on this upgrade right here, they get 5 ticks of hits. So if they have a shield, they do 5 hits of shield. On her, if you get her up to here, that's 4 ticks. So they're really good for getting rid of shield and doing quick DPS for cheap as well. Their upgrades are cheaper. So if you're looking for, struggling with shields, look for them. Yuta's really good, just overall DPS, and then Sabo's a good burn. He's cheap as well. So early game money units, Stone Alchemist is gonna be your best friend. Now Ramen Guy, he's like really expensive. So like I'll compare both of them for y'all. So if you're newer, go for Stone Alchemist. He'll help you a lot more story. Ramen Guy is more late game. But one thing you can do is have 2 money units on your team, which allows you to place both farms if you really want to do that. But that'd probably be more for infinite, and you don't really need all of that. I run both of them for little game modes, considering like I don't have like crazy units or other units I want to play right now, so I just like use them for filler slots and more money. But look, first upgrades 1,100, his is 1,750, but he has way more upgrades, so at the end he makes more money. But upgrade for upgrade, so far like the Alchemist is better. Like the first 2, I mean, he's more expensive and he's making you less money, but as you can see, his caps out while this one keeps going, but it's way more expensive. But early game, Stone Alchemist, don't worry about Ramen Guy. He's pretty expensive. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I already showed y'all, but here's the gold shop, stuff like that. Oh yeah, you can also get cosmetic stuff like emotes, and you can buy music with gold as well. But yeah, so look for make sure you get him from quest. And if you don't have him, what I recommend is getting Scissor. She's a solid starting unit. She does decent damage. Her attack speed's okay, and her range is okay. So, and as long as you can clear the first 2 stories, you don't need a mythic right away. So going back to your event quest, right? If you're new, you do Beginner's Path. Once you clear Beginner's Path 1, you'll get beginner tickets. and I know you can't see them, but if you once you clear story 1 and 2, you get 50 total beginner tickets. And what that does is when you first start up the game, you'll come over here, come to summon, and there'll be a beginner summon area. And if you use 50 of those beginner tickets, you're guaranteed 1 mythic. Now after you use all of them, it goes away. That's why you don't see it on mine. But yeah, that's pretty much, you know, the basic. That's everything you really need to know. That's where everything's located. I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. Y'all know exactly where to go. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. You know, you can also teleport anywhere. Right here if you just click areas. But yeah, those are the main things. Play. What I did to help me grind is I did story 1 all on hard first right away, and then I did story 2 on normal, and then I went back and went through and beat them. And as you can see, they also have stars. So what the stars do is like, if you beat them and get the stars, it gives you extra trade crystal. So not the most important, but more late game. You know, when you want to farm trade crystals, you'll go back through. They do have infinite, but yeah, and they have tournaments, so global tournaments and stuff like that. You have solo tournaments, global tournaments, where you just put your team in, you know, sandbox where you test, you know, testing game modes. But yeah, also one more thing I forgot to mention: if you're playing on keyboard, the mount button is B. If you have any mounts, you know, you can ride them. These are the ones I got from the AFK chamber before the game released. And to emote on keyboard is also G if you're playing keyboard and mouse. So you can also emote. Oh yeah, and as you can see, every unit here does have a type. So like, Yuta here is a dark type. Flame Emperor is obviously flame. Terra / physical, and you know, types obviously have certain advantages. They give different types. Easiest way to see that, I'm pretty sure you can. A lot of times, if you just go to like, it depends what you're doing, but some NPCs will be weaker against certain types. Like I know here, dark type is really solid against a lot of the NPCs. But it normally tells you like when going into like a challenge, for instance. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, you can see stage effects. So these are really important. So yeah, resistance. This means they switch their resistance. So some of them, sometimes they'll be resistant to flame. You know, Hydro, Gale, Terra, Light Storm, Dark. Every 30 seconds it switches. They have upgrade caps on certain challenges, so you can only have 31 upgrades on your units. And yeah, you just hover over them to see what they do if you don't know what they do. But yeah, each unit has specific types. You can just go to your unit and it pops up right up here on every unit. So Hydro, and you can see more stats like in depth over here. But yeah, so like that's pretty much everything. You know, you got the different types. Going into something and you need a type advantage, try to pay attention to that. It really does help because you don't want to be at a disadvantage. Also, don't forget to redeem codes if you're new. I haven't redeemed the codes yet because, you know, I didn't start like on a release. I was kind of early release, but they do have some codes that you can use. So here's one of them: AE #1. That's the first code. The second code will be EA. Oh, I'm not allowed to claim that code because that's not what I am. But I don't know if y'all will be able to use all of these. You got EA, so this is just for early access. I don't know if you'll be able to use this code after early access, but y'all are welcome to try. And then release. Those are all the codes currently. There will probably be more codes when the game fully releases. So by the time you're seeing this video, just check and make sure those are all the codes. And yeah, the way you get to the codes, click these 3 dots up here and just click redeem codes, and that's how you get to the codes. If you want to see, you know, lobby leaderboard, just click that. I'm the only one in this lobby. And then Here's the update logs. It'll show you every time you open it though. You can turn that off up here. But yeah, it shows you all the units in the game. You get him from banner. He's the secret banner unit. Him from raids. These are the exclusive units. He is from he's from the battle pass over here. So battle pass, you level it up as you just go through story and stuff like that. You get battle pass XP and claim rewards. And yep, there's your last reward. And I'm gonna post a picture of the unit types and what types are good against what, for y'all, just it's for y'all to know and have. It might come in handy, might not, you know. But if y'all want something like that, I will be putting a picture up, probably up over here somewhere. Let's see, what other units do they have? Yeah, I don't really know where you get the toy maker specifically. I'm assuming it has something to do with tournaments, but I haven't really looked into those. So yeah, that's everything. Beginners, just focus on story, getting your first mythics, and keep going up. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Try to do each story on normal and hard for double the first clear rewards, like 300 gems and 400 gems and stuff. That helps out a lot, especially when summoning 4 mythics. And I don't know, if I get lucky here, y'all will be able to see it. If not, y'all won't. The mythic animation. Let's just spin a second, try to get it. So there's specific animations for, you know, obviously what you get. As you could see, that one turned to gold, so obviously there's a guaranteed legendary inside of this. And then scissor. It will turn like a rainbowish color when you summon a mythic, and you'll also get a notification at the top, like up there. Kind of, you saw this in my daily gems. You'll get one of those, but for like quest hunting, and it'll say something about the mythic you got, because you get rewards for getting mythics. So see if I can get lucky here. Oh, look, headline hunter complete. That means I just got a mythic. Then I got the puppeteer girl. Alright. And it resets your pity every time, obviously. But one thing, your pity on this banner is different from your pity on this banner. So you can kind of build up pity slowly, like in between banners and stuff, to kind of like maximize the amount of mythics you get. So yeah, let me claim these quests from, you know, just summoning and stuff. And then over here is the event quest, headline hunter, which is, you know, that's another way to kind of tell if you got a mythic or not. And then here's the event shop. You can get trade crystals, the spirit grades, which you can be used to craft in any spirit, and yeah, equipment lock. So I haven't really used those, but you can lock like an equipment's potential. Now I don't have much equipment, so I don't have much info about it. If you're newer to the game, it's probably not gonna matter too much to you. But yeah, that's gonna be all for this video. I hope y'all did enjoy. Please like and sub, it mean a lot. Peace.